Let us understand how to use cookies and how to manage session in Servlet by using cookie class. Okay, so I'll just click new and I say dynamic web project. Here I'll give a name Servlet with session using cookies, right? And select the version here. Next, finish it. So I'll go to here Java source and this is the index page here. Okay, I'll create a new HTML file and I'll say here index.jsp, sorry, make it HTML only. Okay, finish it. Here I'll create a new package com.example and then I'll create a new servlet. Two servlets I'll make. Same, first servlet, okay, and say I'll call it by first. Okay, I'll make another servlet, new servlet, and say here second servlet. Okay, this I will call by second. Okay, finish it. Fine. Now let us add I mean servlet api.jar. Just say add external jar and then say servlet API open and then okay. So error is gone now. Okay, I'll write some code here. So in the index.html we'll make one login form here. Okay, you can see the mapping, the same mapping it has been done here. Through first I can get this first servlet, through second I'll get the second servlet, right? So here I'll make a form and I'll say here form action equal to first method equal to say post here and then username, okay, password. Now I'll make here input type equal to text, name equal to t1, okay, break, and then this one I'll give t2 and I'll say here password. Okay, now here I'll say input type submit, name I can give anything, I just say value equal to login. Okay, so this page, if I click login it will go to the first. Now first servlet, here I have a post I think, so I'll go to the do post method and I'll write a code here. Okay, what code I'll write? That, let us say print writer first, print writer ought equal to response dot get writer. Okay, and then I'll say here string str1 equal to request dot get parameter. What parameter? It was t1, right? Same I can do for t2 also. I'll say t2 and this is str2. Now suppose this two value I want to write in my cookies. What I'll do, I'll just say here cookies ck equal to new cookies, right? So there is a one, it's a cookie class, not cookies. Okay, so you can just say here cookie from java x.sublet.http. Okay, we have created object, but here you want to set something here. Let us say I'll just say here s1 and comma str1. So we are setting str1 this username with the name of s1, right? And then I'll say here response dot add cookie. Which one? ck, right? Similarly want to write second one also. Again I'll write here cookie ck1 and then say new cookie s2. Second, I want to store password also, suppose. Just I am giving one example to you. Now this password I can encrypt it and then we can pass it here and then we can store, right? So that encryption and decryption we can do. So this guys, this has been done. If I say login and let us say one message or dot print line, your information has been stored to your browser machine, right? Browser machine, like that we are writing. So once we log in, the whole information will go to the cookies and store it there. Let us say this page is having one link anchor href equal to, and it will call the second sublet, and I'll say here click here to retrieve cookie information. Okay, so once I click here break, it will call the second sublet. Second sublet will call and retrieve that cookie information from the browser. So what could be the code for that? Same, I can just say request dot, we can write that code. I'll just get the code and write it. So what I'm telling here, response or set content type, I'm using print writer now. Just import this print writer, control space bar. Okay, cookie ck, we are creating array because multiple cookies are there in the browser, right? Just import it. So request dot get cookies, so we are getting all the cookies from the browser and storing to ck. We are checking ck not equal to null. If there is no cookie information, it will give no cookie found, right? Now if it is there, it will just get the user, but what the cookie name I have given here, s1, right? So I can say here s1. You want to get the password also, so you can just write ck of I dot get name dot equals s2, then get the value and store it, right? So we can write the same information here, and I say get name equals s2, then say here pass equal to ck of I dot get value. What is pass? Just declare here string pass equal to null. Okay, and if you want to print here, I can say hello user plus your password is plus pass. Okay, save it like that. Let us run this project now. Right click and I say here run as on server. Next, finish it. Okay. Okay, so you are getting this form now. If I click here, what you are getting? No cookie found, because till now we have not stored any value, right? Once we say here that Tom and say password is this and say login. So you are getting message your information has been stored to your browser machine. Now I can go back and say retrieve information. So you are getting right. Hello Tom, your password is Ari. So it's working fine. Now I do what I say same thing. I just copy and go to the Internet Explorer and paste it here and I say this. So I'm running my application in Internet Explorer now. So here it is coming username and password, right? Now enter the username, say here Tom, and password is say Bond. If I click here, it is saying no cookie found in this browser, right? And I say here Tom, password is this, and say login, right? So it is saying it has been stored. Now go back and say retrieve. So you're getting this information. Now how you can view here? So just go to your tools and then go to here F12 developers tool. So this option will come. Now then go to here cache memory and cache browser. So view cookie information. So it is saying that your information is here, cookie information from this URL. Okay, so first value is S1, name is Tom, right, to localhost. Second is the S2, name is Bond. All the information I am getting here expires at the end of the session. Once we end the session, it will expire these values. So here we can retrieve whole information of cookie from my browser, right? So that's all about understanding the cookies.